Hello folks, welcome to new episode of Let's Talk Business. In today's episode, I'm gonna talk about India's extraordinary institution, that is ISRO, and the recent announcement was made by India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Is that really gonna help Indian startups? I'm not getting into the political part of it. There are a lot of if and buts associated with that. Instead of that, I'm going to share some of the business and technology model of ISRO and how it can benefit for the public. Nowadays, we are not seeing any scientific chamber from ISRO scientists. That's a sad part of it. The statement from India's finance minister is that first in space, you know that India has the benefit of an extraordinary institution such as ISRO. ISRO has brought the nation a lot of laurels. However, today, private sector is also doing a lot of work in the space arena. Individuals and startups have spent a lot of time developing space-related technologies. Unfortunately, because of the Indian regulations, they are even unable to use ISRO's available facilities for even their testing purpose. So what we want to do now in order to provide the level playing field for the private sector, satellite launches and the space-based services will make a provision for private sectors to benefit from the assets which are available with the ISRO and for India to benefit from those. We'll also provide predictable policy and regulatory environment for private players. Future projects for planetary explorations and outer space travel will also be open for private sector. In short, private sector being given good access to the space area. There are a number of questions and concern among people. Is that ISRO is really going to get dissolved in private?
Why privatization in space and research sector gain more weightage than other sectors? In all other sectors, privatization is already been taken. However, the field of privatization in ISRO is not at all a new subject for all. The discussion's been going on last 3-4 years. That doesn't mean ISRO to be sold to someone else. Having said that, what's the plan then? Meaning that there can be joint ventures with government and private players in some of these projects, like satellite launches, space-based services, planetary explorations, and even for outer space travel. The idea is to split the cake of project into bits and pieces, then giving contracts to private sectors. That will help to make efficient and effective delivery of the overall project. Major research and development and other critical services are fully operated by ISRO, whereas the rocket manufacturing, satellite launchpad, all those basic services can be privatized. Current strength of ISRO is about 16,000 employees. Idea is to focus more projects in productive way. For example, in US, fully privately owned SpaceX launched 63 satellites at a time, representing 17 countries across the globe. Out of this 63 satellites, India also contributed a satellite by private company Exceed Space Innovations, based out of Mumbai, founded by Chris Nair.
For better understanding, let's walk through the private business contract model of NASA that will give a deep insight to us. These NASA contracts provide initial development funding. They haven't actually selected a vehicle that will take astronauts to the surface yet, but this is still pretty good news for these three award winners. Now, this set of contracts will provide development work over the next 10 months and awards just under $1 billion worth of funding. And these three private contract winners are Blue Origin, Dynetics, and SpaceX. Out of this, lion's share of $579 million goes to Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos. And Dynetics got funded with $253 million, whereas SpaceX got a funding of $135 million. SpaceX owned by Elon Musk. All these three companies will be launching their lunar lander separately from the crew, and the crew will meet up with the lunar lander in lunar orbit. Now, Blue Origin is going to get the lion's share, which I mentioned earlier, with a contract worth $579 million. They will be the prime contract of this project. We have good number of private-owned companies in India, those who are doing research and development, especially in aerospace domain, that include startup companies as well. Some of the future missions announced by ISRO are Chandrayaan 3, Gaganyaan, Lunar Polar Exploration Mission, Aditya L1, Risat 1A, Nizar, Mangalyaan 2, Shukrayaan 1. Let's wait and watch who are all the players coming to handshake with ISRO. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll meet you soon with another topic. Till then, bye bye, take care. This is Srijesh signing off from Let's Talk Business.